So today, I got one of those, it's an '09, I think. Let me look on the door. Yeah, it's an '09 F150. And it's got a 5.4 in it. And the cam phasers were making all kinds of cool noises. We tried cam sensors because it would throw codes for cam sensors on both sides if the circuits were low. So we replaced both those with Ford sensors, not Napa sensors. That's the only thing I won't get from Napa's sensors. But anyways, Ford sensors still same deal. These cam phasers would throw out of whack so bad that it would shut itself off. Sometimes the timing was so far off, and then throw cylinder misfire codes and all that other crap. Well, when they bought, this is the Ritchie Brothers truck. How many miles are on this thing? Yeah, there's 204,000 on this thing, and it looks like, I think it was a feedlot truck or something, or maybe a brand inspector or oil field, who knows what, driven by somebody who didn't care. So anyways, it's probably got a bazillion idle hours on it. I mean, you can see where the mud is just still caked on this thing. But anyways, they bought it at Ritchie Brothers for like $1,700, and it was run pretty good. And then all of a sudden, it has these cam phaser issues after they changed the oil, and the dealer changed the oil and went back into it with, I'm sure, 520, which is fine for a brand new engine. But they don't want to spend a lot of money on it because, it's a $1,700 pickup. So what we did, I dinked around. I put that new VVT solenoid in, just hoping that might be it, to see if I could at least get one bank to clear it up. Wouldn't do that. Didn't change anything. So we brought it back. We're thinking about doing the other side, but obviously nothing changed, and I was still getting timing issues on both sides. So what we tried, or going to try, I guess, dump the oil out. Actually, I ran seafoam in it for like 1,000 miles. Just put a seafoam in the oil to clean because it was just gummed up and crappy under there. So run that through there, dump the oil out, and I went back in replaced the oil with 1540 and 1 quart of Lucas oil stabilizer, because the valve timing, or the VVTs, would make this ruckus noise until you picked up RPM just a slight bit, and then it would go away. And you could shut the check engine light off going down the road, and there was no problems at any RPM above idle, which means it was an oil pressure related deal. The more I looked into it, they say you can put new cam phasers in and you'll still have the same problem because it's more or less an oil pressure issue from an old worn out engine. So I went in with that, and because when it was cold it wouldn't do it, and as soon as that oil warmed up, boom, problems back. So tried that. We're gonna try this and see how long it works. So far it's working fine. I run it down the road for like a half hour, and it used to be you'd come up to a stoplight and it'd idle and it wouldn't have oil pressure enough to adjust the timing back for that idle. So, and I don't know if anybody, I should have got a video before I fixed everything on it, but I forgot to. But we're gonna try this because everybody's all skeptical about, you look up things to do and everybody says pin the cam phase. Well, we might do that, but I don't know if they want to spend the money to do that on this truck. So we're gonna patch it together for a little while and see what happens. But if you've ever heard one of these start, you can always hear those cam phasers click and rattle, even in low mileage engines. But after the 1540 and Lucas, nothing. I mean, the thing idles good, sounds good, no check engine lights, nothing. And it was almost immediate with the check engine lights before. But I don't know if this helps somebody, but it was like 520. You got to run 520. No, you don't. The 520 was an engineer's idea to get fuel mileage up, because it wouldn't throw around. It didn't take as much power to push a thinner oil, obviously. But this engine's old, worn out. 1540 is a designed fleet oil for gas and diesel. So I'll try that, and then hopefully that Lucas will keep it a little more thick to keep the oil pressure up on a hot summer day and keep it from getting weird. So if something happens, this truck's going to work. It's a concrete company's truck, so it'll be a good test for it. If something weird happens, I'll let you guys know, I guess. But if this helps somebody, yeah, that's what I tried and that's what worked. So it's an easy way to fix that, I guess, until you want to pin the cam phasers out on an old worn out engine. So yeah,